have that fear of losing your job. I was at the lowest point in my life. I decided that this cannot be the lowest point in my life. I just wanted to change the narrative. I wanted it to be the beginning of something good. The biggest thing has to be the mindset. I cried. I did all of that. I have a full-time job. I have a kid. Where will I get the time? I think finding the right mentor helped me because there is just so much information on internet. It's easy to get lost. You should surround yourself with the people like who have the same kind of mindset that you have, that growth mindset. Business is hard, getting customers is hard, there's so much competition. So I don't bother about those things now. I focus on my business. I am working on my empire. So that's what the goal is. This is like one platform which gave me that kind of environment where people are talking about growth, they're talking about numbers. It's so amazing to see women talking about those things. It's like very, very inspiring.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Fame Club interview series. And today I have with me an amazing entrepreneur, Nancy Soni, and she runs this very interesting brand called Label Aja Chikankari. She deals in different types of apparels like kurtis, like long kurtas, tops, and so on, all made out of chikankari embroidery. Such an amazing niche to be in, Nancy. I'm so happy that she joined the Fashionpreneur Club in the month of April 2023, and she started her brand and diligently started following all the steps. And in about 6 months, she has done a revenue of 5 lakhs already. Joined Diamond membership a few months ago and started taking super actions, built her own website, and had an amazing inspiring journey. And this is what I'm going to deep dive with you, Nancy, to understand how the journey has been so far. She belongs to a diamond tribe called superstars, so all the superstars who are going to watch this, she is helping you increase the points of the tribe by doing this interview and achieving over 5 lakhs in revenue. So welcome, Nancy. I'm very excited to speak with you right now and want to know more about your journey. Welcome so
Thank
much.
you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to come and talk here.
Super.
Um,
So, Nancy, tell us what made you start your brand, Aja Chicken Curry.
yes, ma'am. Like I was saying, like I was at the lowest point in my life. I was in huge debt. And I decided I actually have been working on my mindset, reading a lot of book earlier itself. So that helped, and I decided that this cannot be the lowest point in my life. I had to, I just wanted to change the narrative. I wanted it to be the beginning of something good. Like this happened because there was something good meant to be happen in my life. I had that mindset. So I took my time. I mean, I cried. I did all of that. So I took my time. After that, I decided to start this business. Actually, my mom, it was her idea. She has always been telling me that do something else, like have one more, like side business kind of thing. And I was always like, no, I don't have time. I have a full-time job. I have a kid. Where will I get that time? But when this thing happened, I found that time. I just I got the time. I started this business and started working on it. And I'm from Lucknow, so like this was like a obvious choice for me.
Hmm.
And basically my idea is to provide authentic chicken curry to people. I just want it to be a brand where people come and know that they don't have to worry about whether it's a chicken curry or not. I just want to build that trust, because I see, except for the few like huge names in this field, even like very big businesses on Instagram, like, with 100K 200K followers, I see that they do have machine work as well. And it's fine, they can keep that, but they're not being transparent with their customers. That, for example, if there's a set, the bottom will be machine work. So that transparency is not there. So yeah, so I started this brand where people, they will always get the authentic chicken curry, because this is something when they buy, it's not like other kurti. When people buy chicken curry, they buy it because they want to buy the authentic chicken curry. So that was the idea now.
Absolutely amazing. Like, love the thought that you have about authenticity, that my customers should be 100% sure that they are just buying the authentic embroidery, hand embroidery work in chicken
Yeah.
curry. So, super. So
Yeah. And
you
that
were,
idea of authenticity, I think, is coming from our code of honor, which we like always, that we need to be authentic everywhere. So yeah, it's also because of you, because you are feeding that into our minds every time.
super amazing, Nancy. Thank you so much for taking that seriously and putting that as a value in your brand. So I understand that you had a job and then you started this business. So are you still doing that job or you have quit? What's the
No, ma'am,
scenario there?
I'm still working full time.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So
Okay.
job is still there. Can't leave the job right now. I
Right.
mean, it's a good job. I'm happy also. There was no issue in the job, but it's just a little bit hectic. But I am managing because of all the energy that I get from all the sessions and tribes, and I mean, I looking at you. You manage two, three businesses. There are
So,
other females, so yeah,
yeah,
I push through.
absolutely. Great, great. So you're having a full-time job, and within 6 months, you have set up this business and started making consistent revenues. Hats off to you, Nancy. This is so inspiring because there are so many women who are into their jobs and they feel I will not get the time. And I think you're just setting the right example that if you want, you can do it. So how do you manage
Yes.
everything with your job and then this business? And I know you also participate in exhibitions. Time management कैसे करते हो आप?
It's I have to be honest, it's not easy. The I think the key is prioritizing. So earlier
Mm.
also I was like I mean I was using my time taking care of my house, and everything had to be proper. So I'm working on that. That business is priority right now. Even if there is some things are not like even if the house is not absolutely
Yeah.
clean at all the times, I ignore that, and because I have something else to occupy my mind, so I do that. And basically I'm working from home, so that is one advantage, that I don't have to go to office, so that travel time is saved. So yeah, like about 4 to 5 hours in a day I work fully on my job, like full concentration, and after that the job is closed and I work on my business in between, like during the lunch hour, or during the tea break I post on Instagram, and things like that. That's how we are managing. But yeah, not
Wow.
getting the weekends is little difficult, so we don't put up exhibition every weekend. Like alternate weekends we do exhibitions.
Wow. Amazing. Amazing. And do you also have your website, Nancy, which on which people can visit and see the products?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm going to link Nancy's website of her brand, label Aja Chikankari, in the description below. So definitely check out if you love chicken curry, authentic chicken curry. So tell me more about the website, Nancy. Did you build it? How difficult it was to have a website? How difficult it is to manage it on a regular basis? What are your thoughts on website?
Ma'am, so when I started my business, I had no plans of creating the website. Like I thought that would be later after 1 year or something. But when I joined, there was a brand launch challenge going on. And I just listened to those videos, and I was listening to silver membership courses, and you were telling that you should work on your website. It's like your shop 24 cross 7. Even when you're sleeping you will get the sale. So yeah, so because of that I created my website. Initially it was hard work. My husband also helped. Like I clicked photos of, you have to click like so many photos, so that is very time taking. So I clicked photos. My husband he helped upload the photos, and maybe worked it on together, like creating the banners and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, so like I think within 2 weeks the website was ready to I mean, we had like 150 products on the website. I launched it. Did not participate in the BLC because I mean, because of lots of other things that were going on. Yeah, but during that time only I created this website. So now every, because we are doing the exhibitions, it's a little bit more difficult because stock gets sold out.
Yes.
So yeah, like you said, you either spend more money that you keep separate stock for the website and the exhibitions, or you invest time. So I am
Mm.
currently investing time. Uh, yeah, so we and
Amazing. That's great. And I want to know now that the website is over, right? I know a lot of hard work goes, and but coming up with a website by yourself, with family members' help, your husband's help, in just 2 weeks is commendable, Nancy. So that's great milestone achieved. Now that it is done, how do you feel? That website is already there, and what's the feeling like? कि हो गया.
Ma'am, it actually, I feel like, a professional brand. Like when I tell people, okay, we also have a website, you can go there. They're like, oh, you have a website also.
Wow, yeah.
So, I mean, it's a good feeling. Like you feel like you are a proper business, not just like doing exhibitions or selling offline. So it does feel a little bit more professional. And even if when I get DMs, like they want to from Instagram, if I get DM, I can directly give them the website. I don't have to keep sending them the photos. Okay, you want this type, this is the photo. I don't have to search and do that. I can directly give them the link. So there is, it's like my like ready catalog. So that
Right.
time is also saved.
Absolutely. And I think the customers also start trusting more because
Yes, yes,
not just an
definitely.
Instagram page, because today there's so many Instagram pages who
Yeah,
take the money and they block you. And there is no
yes,
way to kind of, reach out to them. And website just gives that
yeah,
extra bit of trust to the customers.
yes,
So super,
yeah, yeah,
amazing. So,
definitely.
so far, what has been, Nancy, your biggest challenge in business?
Uh, Ma'am, a biggest challenge, there are two things. One is the mindset, the other is the time.
Hmm.
So basically, because I do have a full-time job also, but then again, I feel that we find, I mean, if I have a lot of time, I know I'm going to waste it because if I know I have so many things to do, I don't waste time now. At least most of the time, I don't waste it.
Wow.
So I think the mindset, the biggest thing has to be the mindset because I mean, we think that okay, business is hard, I mean, getting customers is hard. There's so much competition. So I mean, that mindset that we continuously work on, all those affirmations that we say, so that I think is the most important thing.
Okay, so you have overcome your challenge of, feeling I'm not good enough, or there's so much competition based on, I mean, you have worked on your mindset to be able to overcome
Hmm.
those kind of challenges.
Yes, yes, definitely. I don't feel like now that there is too much competitions because earlier it was like every time I see a new chicken curry page, I was like, oh my God, now there is one more page. They are also selling. So I don't bother about those things now. I focus on my business.
Amazing.
Yeah, yeah, just focus
Amazing.
on providing value.
That's great. You said you have a child?
Yes, ma'am. I
Yeah.
have a 4-year-old son.
4-year-old. Wow, amazing. Does your 4-year-old also help you a little bit in the business at home, like picking up packages from one place to other
Yes,
and
yes,
so on?
yes. That's his favorite job. Like packing for the exhibition, it's his favorite job. He won't
Wow.
sleep. Like whenever
Wow.
there is an exhibition, yeah, he'll stay up late at night. So now we put him to sleep and then we start packing because I mean he needs to be well rested because he also comes with us in the exhibition because it's just two of us here. I mean we don't have parents or someone who can look after him. So he
Hmm.
also comes with us in the exhibition. So
Wow.
yeah, and he enjoys like it's he I mean
Amazing.
he enjoys doing the business and all, setting up the stall and everything.
Wow. And Nancy, I really have goosebumps because I am reminded of the exhibition, only one exhibition that I had done in Bling Bag. And at that time, my baby was so small, I was carrying him in my
Yeah.
sling.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's such a different feeling when you see your child also contribute to the business that you are starting in front of his or her own eyes. So, I
Yes.
know for a
Yes.
fact that this baby of yours is truly becoming an entrepreneur at this young age. Like just imagine how that mindset would be of his when he is 15, 18 years old. And thank you so much for, providing that kind of an environment, because I think
Yes, ma'am.
schools will do their bit of teaching the maths and science, but the real life lessons come out of, how we are setting up the business, and how the kids are seeing the mom work and really getting
Yeah.
inspired by mom's journey, right? So
Yes,
amazing.
ma'am.
How does your husband
Yeah.
feel about you having started everything on your own and he's able to help you in the journey? How does he feel?
Ma'am, he supports a lot. Actually, it wouldn't have been possible because it's just two of us here. So I have his full support. The only thing is that because I'm attending all these sessions, I have this different like I'm working on my mindset. So I also keep telling him, okay, you listen to this training, listen to what she is saying. So like all the boot camp notes now. So I after in each break I would go to him and tell him, see, this is what Harvi ma'am is telling. This is how we need to do it. So yeah, I'm also working on his mindset because otherwise, I mean, it's it was traditional mindset how we grew up listening to all those things that business is difficult. I mean, all those things. There is no clarity also. So yeah, when I attend sessions, I get the clarity. So I also share my notes with him. But yeah,
Wow.
he supports a lot.
Amazing. And I
Otherwise,
totally understand what you're saying. Like I used to go to events and come back, and my husband has not attended them. There's this gap that would always be there that
yes,
you
yes,
don't understand,
exactly.
because I have learned it, yeah. And then I would
Yeah,
sit with him and coach him कि ये करना है, ये करना है, ये करना है. So um,
yes,
I'm truly seeing women now stepping into learning business, and then in a way helping other members of the family also rise up to the new generation online businesses that are there, and
yeah,
how to do it. And it's amazing, right? It's at the end a teamwork. It's nothing about I learned it and I know more, but I have the time, I'm ready to invest my time, energy in learning, and then I'll bring you up to speed, and then let's together build this business. So
yes,
super.
ma'am.
So in future, if I know this business is going to go big, but if it is growing to that level where it is sufficient enough for you and your husband to leave your jobs and full time work on this business, is there a plan like that in the future that you are thinking today?
Yes, ma'am, definitely. Because, like you said, this is not a side business. I am working on my empire. So that's what the goal is. And when you're working on empire at building your empire, so at one point I will have to leave my job, even though I still love my job. I love that consistent income, but I'm sure there will be a point that will come in my life where just moving full time into the business will be the right step. So
Yeah.
that definitely is, yeah, is the plan.
Super, amazing, Nancy. That's great that you're building up towards being able to independently work only on business, and then there will be a phase where the business is consistently taking care of your salary, kind of what you are earning right now, and then the husband can also jump in and grow it together as a family business. So super. I want to know. I know you became a diamond member 2 months ago, and what are the key changes that you see in yourself once you have come into that high energy diamond members connecting with each other in the tribes? What has the change been like?
Ma'am, the change is, I think, action taking. I now take more actions because the kind of conversations that happen in the diamond call, they are altogether different. They are different level only. I remember the first diamond call, I did not understand half of the thing. And when I came out of that session, I was like, this is perfect. This is where I want to be. Because, because there is so much more learning. I mean, there are people, like they always say, na, you should surround yourself with the people like who have the same kind of mindset that you have, that growth mindset. But that I did not find anywhere near me because I mean, around me, people are like always, okay, my in-laws, this is the problem I'm having with my in-laws. My sister-in-law is doing this and that. I mean, that's all fine and all, but I don't want to spend my energy on that. And this is like one platform which gave me that kind of environment where people are talking about growth, they're talking about numbers. It's so amazing to see women talking about those things. It's like very very inspiring. So I think that, so now I take like action taking definitely has improved after joining the Diamond membership.
Super amazing. And over your entire entrepreneurship journey so far, I know it's just been 6 months and you have really set up a very nice business and started getting revenues and finding your sales channels through website, through exhibitions. What has been your top three skills that you think you developed only because you started your brand? Anything that specifically you developed? One, I know you said you working on your mindset, but from technical aspects or marketing aspects, what did you develop because you started this brand?
So ma'am, I think Instagram, I learned a lot about Instagram, like reels and all, what kind of reels we need to put, and basically, trying to understand customers' point of view. We don't usually think from that point of view. So a lot of marketing things. Not directly, but indirectly, a lot of marketing skills I think I'm developing. And I was usually a shy, like an introvert kind of person. So that skill also I'm developing. I don't find it difficult to talk to people now because I'm talking about my business and thing that I'm doing. It's not like I'm not pretending in a conversation. So it has become very easier to talk to people, to interact with the new people. So uh, and third thing is confidence. Is what I think has because after the boot camp I was working on connecting my pixel to the meta, and it is so complicated. And when finally I could do it on my own, so I mean, like, that's how you boost your confidence, that okay, I could do something technical on my own. So I think confidence and belief in myself is what is yeah.
Wow, and you picked up a very great point there. Like technically doing things by yourself when you are not a technically very sound person,
Yes.
that boosts confidence. So, if I had to ask you that, is it important or is it very like is it compulsory for women to be technically sound to be able to do an online business? What would you tell them?
No, ma'am, definitely not. I am not technically sound. Yeah, although I'm working in IT, I'm not a technical person. So you definitely don't have to be a technical person. It's just that find I think finding the right mentor helped me because there is just so much information on internet. It's easy to get lost. So when you find the right mentor, that's one thing, and the second thing is surrendering. So that's where I struggled, like complete surrendering to, I mean, like you said, now you thought, okay, my mentor is telling this, but I am smarter, I'll do four other things. So that is what I did. So instead of following what you said, so once you have that right guidance, you don't have to be technical expert or anything. You can learn on the go. It's not very difficult. Website is not difficult. Paid ads, I mean, it is difficult, but it's not something that if you're not technical, you won't be able to do. So for sure, that is not a criteria.
Super amazing. And if there are more women out there, okay, who are into their jobs, they love their jobs like you do. What
Yes.
is the reason that you want to give them that they should have something of their own building in parallel?
Uh, Ma'am, I think there is, you always need to have that one more extra stream of income. So, I mean, you don't want to be dependent on your job because jobs really, there is, no matter how much you love your job, it's still not your baby, it's not your business. So, if the organization, they don't feel that you are, you're essentially required, they can let you go very easily, no matter how good your manager is. So that is one thing, that you should have something of your own, that would be your extra income. And it's not just that, as a person also you grow a lot, because when you have a job you only have one boss. When you have a business you have so many bosses. You I mean Personality development also happens. You learn how to tackle to people, you learn how to keep your patience. Yeah, I mean, do not lose your temper on small little things. So that is also there when you do your own business
Right.
overall. And of course, independence is there. You won't have that fear of losing your job
Hmm.
when you can work on your terms. Like not in bad terms. I mean, you'd still have to, and you are still answerable to your manager. But it's okay if it's not working for me. I can leave this job. I can take 2 months till I find another job. So that kind of independence will be there.
Right, super,
Right.
amazing. That's great. And I loved what you said. Personality development happens when you are running your own business. And I truly believe entrepreneurship is the biggest personal development course in itself, right? Which teaches you everything what you spoke about in terms of your confidence. There are so many bosses, like every customer becomes your boss, every vendor
Yes.
becomes your boss. And if you have a mentor, of course, the mentor becomes your boss. So it's truly like for everybody who is watching this, um, if you are looking to really grow in life, of course, money is one factor that I want to earn more. Money is always there as a byproduct. But what I've learned from my mentors is if you want to earn more money, you have to change as a person. Like the more you change and become better, the better will be your bank balance. So, very nicely said, Nancy. Growth, personal growth is what comes through entrepreneurship and through seeing the real, challenges which are happening in business. You learn a lot from that.
Yes. Yes.
Super amazing. So you said you are in IT, which means you have never ever done any course or anything in fashion designing or any such thing. Am I right? Or have you done anything in
Yes,
fashion
ma'am.
design?
No, ma'am. I have not done anything
Nothing
related
at
to
all.
fashion.
Yeah, so this is purely your passion in terms of apparels and being from Lucknow, chicken curries. This just
Yes.
purely
Yes.
your passion, which has turned into label Aja.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely.
Oh,
Because I grew up wearing chikankari clothes, and it's something that is from the Lucknow, and I'm very passionate about my city. So yeah, it's definitely because of passion only.
wow, super. I've never been to Lucknow. That's one of the things that I have on my bucket list to visit Lucknow.
Oh.
But yeah, I've heard a lot about the city, never got a chance to visit. But that's amazing, Nancy. Right from you not having the knowledge of anything in fashion or not being a fashion designer or done any course to continuing to do your IT job. You have a 4-year-old, your husband is there, nuclear family, figuring out, getting the vendors, building this brand, going to exhibitions, building your website by yourself, doing paid ads. Like, if you realize this is a superwoman job that you have done, and I'm so, so, so proud of what you have built in just a few months. And this is just a start. You have just laid out the foundation, and I can't wait to see how amazing a journey you walk and take your brand through. And seeing Aja have thousands and lakhs of followers on Instagram, and there are people
Thank you
lining
so
up
much,
to
ma'am.
buy from you. So can't wait to see that journey. Tell me
Thank you so
one
much, ma'am.
dream that you have for your brand. Like, if I have to ask you your vision, I know you want to reach out to women and say authentic chicken curry, but how it in your mind, what's the big vision or a dream for your brand, baby?
Uh, and this is one thing that I tell my husband. So there is a mall here, a Menora Mall, where we put up exhibitions. They put up stall outside the exhibition. So I keep telling him one day we'll have our shop will not be outside this mall; it will be inside the mall. So that is one vision. So I want to like have physical stores in all the cities, like all the big brands. So that is the dream that I have.
Wow, wow, amazing. Thank you so much, Sony, for sharing all the amazing insights and your journey. And I'm sure this is going to inspire so many other women to know that, okay, if I'm into a job, I still can get the courage to start something of my own. If I'm in a nuclear family having a child, I still can do it. So thank you for being such an inspiration. Wishing you and your brand all the very best for the future.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for all the learnings and energy that you keep giving to us. So, and I'm so glad that I found you, and I'm so glad that chose to trust you, because I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy to trust, like, why someone would do. How can someone be so good? That is like, that is one thing that's why I could not trust easily. That's why I took so much time to move to the diamond membership. I wanted to join it right away, but yeah. So that courage of choosing to trust you, and following you blindly, that is what I'm doing right now. That's like following everything, that like complete surrender. So thank you so much, ma'am, for everything that you're doing for us.
Super.
Thanks
Thank
a
you
lot.
so much, Nancy, for being so honest. Yeah, it really takes time, I understand, to start trusting somebody, which is a big thing, to just blindly follow. So, thank you for surrendering and thank you for trusting in me and yourself. Wish you all the very
Thank you,
best.
ma'am.